Yo, yo, what's up, chat?
What up, dedicated fam?
What we got going on today, Bruce?
Sheesh. We got a meeting right now. We went to go get some cafecito to get the brain right, cause we're fried. But we got a little meeting right now with Chase Bank. Actually, we got some big things coming. We actually got selected to be part of one of their like coaching programs for the small business owners. And which is actually like a really crazy story. We were just there like applying for a credit card for the business, and we didn't even know that the branch manager was just sitting in on like that whole process. I think one of the employees, I think, was just going through maybe some tests or something. But yeah, he was just sitting in on us, and we were just talking with him, and we were just kind of cracking jokes, and he was helping us out and whatever. And he ended up, I guess, liking us and our business, so he recommended us to do this program, and he was like, I'll put a good word for you guys, and so you guys can do it. And so he was really excited actually for us, and honestly I thought he was like just saying it to say it, like kind of just trying to sell us on a program or something, because we didn't really get any information off of it, like if it was gonna be free, if it was gonna cost money. And I'm over here thinking like, yeah, we don't got no funds for that. But yeah, I ended up getting an email from the vice president of that branch actually, and she ended up letting me know like she wanted to talk to me and stuff, and or just us in general. And so I took a phone call, and she literally was like asking us questions to see if we fit to be a part of this program. And shit, you know me, professional bullshitter around here. No, yeah. So we actually had a really great conversation, and next thing you know, we're in this program, which is like a coaching program. And you know, it sounds like a really dope program. They're supposed to like help us get like resources, help us get like access to grants if we need grants. We do like a strength and weaknesses observation of our business, break it down, see what's working, what's not working, and kind of things like that. Obviously, we don't really know exactly what it entails of yet because we haven't done it. We're going to the first meeting today, but that's kind of like the overview they gave us. So we're really excited to kind of be there today and see what we learn. You know, we're trying to take the business to the moon, especially with the new things we got coming this way for you guys. So a lot of huge things. This is like a perfect timing for us to kind of restructure everything, and do things the right way. Not that we weren't doing the right way, but take what we've already learned the last 2 years and just times 10 it. So you know, we're hoping to get some really good insight from Chase, and like have them help us with that, since you know they're like a freaking massive corporation. So yeah, that's kind of what we got going on, y'all.
Yep.
So it's gonna be exciting. We'll keep you guys in the loop. We'll kind of update you guys. We can't record in there, unfortunately, but yeah, because it's obviously top secret. You know, they want to have other businesses come along, and I wish we could provide some footage of it. But maybe we can do like recaps for you guys at the end, like after our everyday meetings, kind of go through what we've learned, and maybe do like a longer video. Maybe if you guys want to, like, you know, let us know in the comments or something if you guys want us to kind of do breakdowns of what our meetings are, so that way we can do like a summary version of it for you guys. Because you know, we've all been there. You know, starting a business ain't easy, and we're still learning too. But you know, if we can put you guys on some game and help you guys out, then we're all for it. And but yeah, but just let us know, right? Because it's a lot of work for us too. So if you guys really want it, we're down to do it, but just let us know. But hell yeah, we'll catch you guys in a bit. We're about to pull up right now.
Yeah, guys, so we just got approved for $1 million loan.
Each.
Yeah, new drop coming soon.
Yeah, new warehouse, new retirement.
Look, they're already calling. Too bad we're only accepting 2 mil. Yeah, that meeting was super dope, looking from the outside in, and the ways we were able to like relate to her on stuff that she was already like informing us that we've also to give ourselves credit is something that we've realized on our own, which she was actually impressed with. And yeah, honestly, for the first one, I think it went great.
Nah, shit was whack. Nah, just no, like he said, it was.
Hey, Chase, I just want you to know we're comedians.
Yeah,
this is a skit. This is a skit.
We forgot to tell you guys that was one of our strengths, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did a SWOT analysis today, and forgot to mention that we're full-time comedians on the side as well. Honestly, like David said, it was fucking dope, dude. Like going through the process, and I think a lot of what we went over today was things that we've already talked about, and I feel like not just us, but a lot of business owners that are trying to, you know, progress. At least like for us, you know, since we're business partners and it's us two, and we have that ability to like kind of talk over our opportunities and stuff. A lot of the things we went over today were things that we've already kind of discussed, but it was nice hearing the reassurance from someone that has managed multiple 5, 6, 7 figure and even 8 figure businesses.
Yeah.
And tell us, hey, like, you guys are on the right track for the most part. And the things that the way we were answering some of the questions were like, okay, the good thing is that you guys are acknowledging the opportunities or acknowledging the weaknesses or whatever the case is. I think for us it was really good to hear like we're already I don't want to say like one step ahead, but we're already in the direction of what this program is gonna help us, like just kind of help us get to that direction or that end goal. So it was pretty dope to hear from someone of that magnitude.
Yeah, it's definitely a good feeling. I mean, we've heard it from other people too, like just like our everyday people that we talk with and whatnot. But like I said, hearing it from someone that manages 8-figure businesses or businesses that make up to 8 figures and more, even that was crazy.
Yeah.
For her to even like compliment us, and like she honestly gave us a lot of credit on stuff that we are already doing and practicing. So yeah, it's not that we don't appreciate the people that do like acknowledge things like to us, but it's just different.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
But yeah, honestly, it was really cool. We went over our time. So the meeting is supposed to be 45 minutes. But that
guy was wearing a DB hat.
Oh, was he really?
The Mexico one.
Oh,
I don't know who that was.
Guy knows what's up then.
That's crazy. My bad. Oh, that's crazy.
So it was really cool to see that we went over our time, and like at the 45-minute mark, her I don't know if you caught it, her timer went off.
Yeah.
And she just like silenced it, and we kept going, and we went another 30 minutes. So she did mention like in the beginning that if she didn't have any like strict meetings or an appointment right after, then like it was okay to extend a little bit longer. But it was really cool to see that you know, she really is intentional with wanting us to succeed and grow and make sure that like every minute of what we're doing counts towards what the goal is for us, and you know, just helping us with whatever we need. So that was kind of like the gist of what we kind of covered today. We didn't get through the full SWOT analysis. We went through the strengths and weaknesses. Next meeting, so this is a bi-weekly meeting, so 2 weeks from now we'll be going back and we're gonna go over opportunities and threats. So for those of you guys that don't know what a SWOT analysis is, it's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And it's just like a breakdown of things that like questionnaires of how to like assess your business and see where your opportunities are overall.
It's a good way to deep dive into your business and figure out where you stand within not only your own business and yourself, but on the outside also.
Yes, it was like some really cool insights, like other things and possibilities that we can do already, and that can help us, you know, build networks and connections and potentially even compete, even though we're not like a 6-figure business yet or even a 7-figure business, like how we can get certificates that will put us on the same level of playing field with them, and give us an equal opportunity just because we have a specific title, a specific certification,
Yeah.
which gets us already inside us a door that we didn't even know we had access to. So she was giving us some crazy game, and
We're about to be certified.
yeah, so I'm really excited. I think David is too, to
Yeah.
kind of start putting those things into play and see where things go. You know, it is a lot of work, and we understand that, like, you know, growing a business and going through the change that we're going through is going to be a lot of work again, just like if we're starting another business from zero. But, you know, this is part of the game, you know, like, it's not meant for everyone. Not everyone can go through it. But this is where, like, you know, that word entrepreneurial fucking comes out, and it's like, if you really want it to work, you know, you're gonna make it happen no matter what business, you know, like.
This is where that 1%
Yeah.
takes into effect. Like, you see a lot of people talking about trying to be that 1%,
Mm-hmm.
and this is part of it. You know, we have our fucking normal day-to-day jobs that we do full time aside from this, you know, and
Yeah.
just us wanting to be that 1%. You gotta put in that fucking effort to make
Yeah.
it there. That shit doesn't just come free.
Yeah, it's another full-time job. We be busting out in the 2 days that we like strictly meet outside for our businesses that we have going on. We bust out like 12-hour days after, for him, coming out of overnight shifts. So imagine, he's up sometimes 24 hours. I go home, do a closing late night shift, and I'm up by, you know, 6 in the morning, and I'm ready to go. We're tired, but, you know, this is our things that, like, sacrifices we have to do to kind of, you know, make sure things happen, you know. So for those of you guys that want to start businesses, want to start your own thing, even if you're not shooting to be a 1%er, right? Even being a 5 or 10%er, it's not easy regardless. Like, whatever business or niche you're trying to get into, it's a lot of work, but for us it's fun, and like, we get excited over it. And, you know, for us, we don't even think about the money, right? Like, you know, we reinvest 100% of our earnings from our businesses back into the businesses. So think about it, guys. Like, some insight of, you know, some confidential insight for you guys. We've done DB for 2 years straight, and we haven't seen $1 out of that because we reinvest everything, right? And like, some people
100%.
do pay themselves, some people don't, you know, like, it all depends on like where you want your businesses to go. But, and people do different things, but for us, you know, we felt like reinvesting 100% of our earnings back in was the right move, and it has worked out for us, thankfully. But some people aren't willing to do 2 years straight of work and not get paid $1, right? Like, you can't see it that way. For us, we see it as an investment. We don't really see it as like we're not getting paid. Our payment is seeing people rocking our merch, seeing people come out to events, seeing like the content we're putting out. Like, that's, in my opinion, our payment, because it's never really been about the money for us. As cliche that as that sounds, we've always talked about, like, how do we get the highest quality garments for the cheapest prices, that really big companies are using the same garments we're using for triple and double the prices, which is why when people hear like, you guys are only charging this much for this garment, like, where are your profits? For us, it's not so much. Yes, we do obviously have to make a little bit of money to keep a business going, like, that's just part of the business part. But some people that really know about the apparel business, they trip out and they're like, dude, what the hell are you guys doing? But
even our suppliers.
yeah. Yeah, shout out Means, you know, that's the homie
Josh.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, that's kind of like a quick little update on what the meeting is, and just a little side rant on, you know, our
some free game for you guys.
Free
Actually,
game.
that to add to something that she did mention also that a lot of people don't really think about is, which ties into what Bruce was saying is the reinvestment and not getting paid for 2 whole years. Like obviously your business starting from zero, you're gonna fund it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Something that we've learned these past 2 years is what are you comfortable spending on yourself. Obviously you have your own bills that you need to be paying for, your family to take care of, your own savings account for your rainy days. When you start your business, you essentially you don't want to cut on what you're already putting aside for yourself and your family. So something she mentioned is, okay, what percent are you going to take away from something else to invest into the business? A lot of people don't think about it. Like you think like you're just going to start this, you're going to be making money, and your investments it's going to repay you.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't work that way. You're going to hit a wall where you're going to have to fund it yourself, which you got to also be prepared for. Like, okay, well, do I have enough saved in the bank or saved somewhere else where if I run into this wall, I can fund it myself and keep the business afloat? That's where that sacrifice also comes. It's like, okay, I spend my money here, I need to stop spending my money here, and whenever the business has a rainy day, I get to put it into that business. So finance, taking care of your own personal finances and whatnot. Like, just be prepared to lose money, because you're going to lose money.
Yeah, that's just part of the game, right? Like, we've lost money. We lost thousands of dollars learning the game, and we're still not even close to being experts. Like, not even remotely close to being experts at this. Like, we're still at the I wouldn't say very bottom of the barrel. Like, we've already started and we've learned, but we're barely even like 5% scratched of the surface of like what's out there. And we're still gonna take losses like that. Every business, no matter what level, takes losses. It's just about learning from every single loss you've taken or are taking currently, and how are you adapting, and how are you changing, and what are you doing to minimize the loss, so that it doesn't happen again, or you can suppress the hit that you're taking with adaptability. So it was a really, really insightful first meeting for us. It was really dope. Really cool to just kind of talk to someone that understands business, because you can't talk to business with everyone. Like, we've tried to, I personally, I can't speak for David, but I've tried to talk business now that like I've shifted my mindset the last 2 years of like, all right, how can I always continue to make money? How can I continue to reinvest in the business? Not just the business of like what we have dedicated bros, but like my own investments outside of that. Like, we started doing like crypto exchange like together and stuff. So how do we maximize our investments, and how do we take more secure risks? And when you try to talk to people about like how to make money, a lot of people don't even understand the basics, or like they're very simple minded.
Yeah.
And
I've run into that a lot.
The craziest thing actually she brought up today, so the craziest thing she actually brought up today, and this is some more free game for you guys, right? Like, it still blows my mind right now, because we're constantly taught outside of business. And I think even now, like, if I never got into business, I would have never really been taught this. But growing up, when you're in school, or just even college, or just in general, they teach you debt is bad, and using your credit card is bad, and you should refrain from using your credit card, and you want to use your debit card, if you shouldn't like use your debit card, or use your debit card more than your credit card. Which, yes, to an extent, you want to use money that you have, right? But once you start learning about business, and this is some free game right here from Chase, a vice president Chase person, which is Lois, that has managed 8-figure businesses. the first thing she told us was start using credit. Don't use your debit card moving forward. Not even online, not even on like websites. Like when you're gonna pay for stuff for your business at least, and you can kind of use this for your personal life too, is use your credit card, but pay it off, whether it's right away or it's like you are spending only money you can pay off as if like it was a debit card. Reason being is because the example she used, which is like crazy because I never really thought of it this way, was you compromise your capital that you have in the moment when you use your debit card. So say, there's a lot of fraud nowadays. People have access to X, Y, and Z, and like your identity and things are just available to everyone with any little thing nowadays. So she said like it's just common for people to use their debit card. So imagine you get your information stolen from your business debit card, and you say you have, just a hypothetical example is, say you have $500,000 in your debit card account, right? You use your debit card, that information gets stolen, and they wipe you $500,000. Now your company is completely bankrupt because they stole your actual, like, your money from your business. Versus, ironically, if you use the credit card and you were $500,000 in debt, which you have the money to pay for, right? And that information gets compromised, they try to steal $500,000 from your credit card. It's credit, right? You still have your actual debit card money, your actual checkings account money. So your bank account or your company or whatever can still function. You're not suffering like, oh damn, now I have no money to the business name. So it was crazy to hear that, and I told her that straight up. I was like, damn, it's crazy to hear that you're telling us that, like, use credit and just make sure you pay it off, obviously, like at the end of the month, and you pay it off in full and stuff, but treat it like you're using a debit card versus actually using a debit card. So it was really, really interesting to hear that, because again, going back to what I said, is I feel like I personally have constantly been told, like, only use your debit card, only use your debit card, don't use your credit card, don't use your credit card. And again, it does, yes, apply to real life scenarios, but when she expanded it in that form of fraud and just having money secure and stuff, it made a lot more sense. So it was, crazy to hear that. So free game for you guys, not financial advisors, but this was professional advice that we received in this coaching program. So it was very eye-opening, to hear that. And it's something that we are going to consider, right? We are still new to this entire program, but we are going to kind of, take steps to ensure that we're doing the right things that are going to support us in our business. So free game for you guys, do what you guys will with that. It's not professional advice. We're not professionals. We're just telling you guys, our experience of like what we're learning. And again, let us know in the comments if you guys want to see like a series of what we're learning.
I think we'll just do it.
Well, let us know, right? Like,
a little recap.
Let us know what you guys think. We want to see some engagement from you guys. It is a lot of work. So
the free game part 1 right here.
Free game part 1. Let us know if you guys want to continue the series, and you guys never know. Maybe you guys learn something through us that you guys take onto your own business that you have already started, and hopefully you guys can take it and convert something out of it and thank us later. We don't get anything out of this. We're not making any money on YouTube or anything.
They're not sponsoring us.
Yeah,
they should, but they're not.
Chase isn't sponsoring us. But, at the end of the day, I think it's a really, really good information that at least we wish we would have known sooner. But we're still happy that we're going through the process even now. So, super exciting. Yeah, we'll just keep it at that, guys. It's already kind of a long video there.
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
The GoPro overheated, so we had to swap to the phone. I could feel the phone overheating already.
Yeah, but thank you guys for staying tuned. If you guys stuck to the end of the video, we'll give you guys another update. We'll have like a part 2, hopefully. So let us know. But we'll just keep it at that for now.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys always showing up, showing love, like, comment, support, share with your friends. You never know if you guys know any small business owners that are really barely starting. You know, share the video with them. Tell them to follow the series, and just also comment to see if they want to like have us continue doing parts, or maybe even more detailed parts.
Yeah, get into more depth about a certain topic.
Yeah, a certain topic or something, or even reach out to us on our Instagram with questions of like production, like who designs their stuff, or just even if anyone needs help, we do help other businesses with super small things like social media stuff. We do have a page called DB Productions that we just started. So to help like small businesses with like social media, creating reels, creating designs, flyers, things like that. So super easy things. If you guys need help with those things, check out DB Productions. We can definitely help you guys out there. Or you guys can reach out to us on Dedicated Bros Instagram page. If not, just comment on our YouTube and we read all the stuff, so let us know. But anyways, guys, we appreciate you guys, all the support and love. We're still excited for the new changes coming through, so turn on your post notifications because we got some crazy stuff coming out. For those of you guys that haven't seen the first sneak peek of what's going on, we've uploaded the first reel onto Dedicated Bros Part 1. It's going to be an entire series. We filmed like a little commercial, like a little documentary essentially, and we're going to have some crazy stuff coming up. So let us know what you guys think, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.